It's 5 p.m.
All right, quiet on the set.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We're live.
Let's start the party.
Broadcasting around the world.
OurBroadcastLink.com.
This is your number one internet station. The music you love right here, right now.
OurBroadcastLink.com.
It's another live broadcast. Special edition. Now your hosts, Rob and Jerry.
Hey, Wigman, finally got it right. It is Rob and Jerry. Hey, welcome back. It's nice of you to join us.
It's nice to be here, but I'll tell you, yesterday was a fantastic bridal shower, and I don't think I would have traded, like being here or being there, because it was really nice spending some time with the Chadwicks.
Well, good. And we're going to send a song out to the Chadwicks in just a little bit. Hey, welcome to Polkas After Dark on our broadcast link.
With a C.
.com, also streaming live on
YouTube and Facebook.
Yes, sirree. And as we always say, this is where the crazy people meet on the weekend to have fun. And if you're crazy just like us,
well, then you have come to the right place.
That's right. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody. As we always say, it's all good because you guys are here with us and we're here with you. And today we have a gentleman by the name of Rick Buechler out of Wisconsin that's going to be here with us today, too. Here's a tune off of the Live Wire, and that is the band, by the way. The band is Live Wire off of their CD. One of their CDs. Here's one called J.K.'s Medley.
Johnny's knocking on the window, knocking on the door. Say, please open up, my honey, open up once more. Say, please open up, my honey, open up once more. he's a smarty, always looking for a party. Why Donna, Donna, why Donna, why Donna, always looking for a party. Why Donna, why Donna, Donna, why Donna, why Donna, always looking for a party. Why Donna.
That's off of the recording Musically Legal. What a cool title for a CD. And that is one called JK's Medley. Boy, I like the way they do that. They change the words up. It's very creative, very innovative, but then again, that's kind of the band, I guess. Hey, we got one more tune that we're going to play for you by these guys before we change it up. Here's one called Sunshine Feelin'. Hey, we want to welcome a bunch of people here in our chat room. We've got Georgia Rizzo. Hello, Georgia. Welcome to Polkas After Dark. Mr. Eddie Gavran, he's down there in Florida. Hey, we're going to also say hello to Rick Moroshek. He's here, along with Bobby Sikorsky. Bobby, haven't seen you in a while. Looks like Jan Dressler has joined us. Jerry Skurczynski, musical Mark Swoger Blue. We got a great crowd. Hello, Ivan.
Spark the day I met you. It made a little flicker deep inside, and since that day it's grown into a light to keep me warm, and I couldn't put it out down if I tried. I've got that sunshine feeling deep within my heart. This warm rays touch me right from the very start. Miles could be between us, yet we're not that far apart. That sunshine feeling in my heart.
Hey, Jack Jacob has joined us. Welcome, Jack. Also to Tony Biawe. He was one of the first ones in, and of course, Brother Tom down in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Tommy Hoke.
I know that some folks dread the thaw of winter weather. They shake and shiver when the north wind blows. But as long as I have you here, I'll hold you in my arms. I don't care if I'm covered up with snow. I've got that sunshine feeling deep within my heart. This warm rays touch me right from the very start. Miles could be between us, yet we're not that far apart. That sunshine feeling in my heart. Oh yeah!
Oh, yeah, that's one called Sunshine Feelin'. Hey, folks, take a listen to this.
Hi, polka friends. Ryan Joseph O'Grodney here from Alan Jackson's band, The Strayhorns. I'm so excited to tell you that we are offering a VIP polka trip to Nashville, Tennessee, October 20th through the 23rd. This is going to be an epic trip full of once-in-a-lifetime events, performances, and surprises. Think private performances with some of the absolute best in the music industry, a concert and dance with Grammy-nominated Lenny Gomulka and Chicago Push, and even a polka recording session where legends like Dolly Parton and Elvis Presley have recorded. There are two options to join the tour: a motor coach out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or if you're not in the Pittsburgh area, you can fly or drive from anywhere and meet us in Nashville. We can't wait to bring polka music to Music City. You are not going to want to miss this trip of a lifetime. For more information or to reserve your spot, call 712-540-6710. Once again, that's 712-540-6710 to reserve your seat today. God bless y'all, and we'll see you in Nashville.
Hey, that's going to be a great time, a great trip, a once-in-a-lifetime experience as we have that up there. And folks, you do want to make sure that you get a chance to give a call and reserve your seat. And that is 712, gosh, the number just escaped on me here.
540.
Go ahead.
6710.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because it just bounced right off of my screen there. It stayed
Not
on yours for a little
mine.
while.
Yep, it's still on there on the YouTube channel.
Oh, gosh. Hey, folks, welcome once again. Polkas After Dark. Hey, let's bring up a tune. This guy's going to be joining us next week, this guy from the band Diversico. And here's one called On Our Wedding Day, and we're talking about Mr. Craig Ebel. And Chris is going to be joining us next week. We can't wait.
You and me will buy a wedding ring, make plans now to marry in the spring. Wedding ring in the spring, you and I will dance and sing. A toast to us we will say on our wedding day. Soon I'll see you in a gown of white, with a veil and rings so sparkling bright. Gown of white, sparkling bright, dance and sing all through the night. A toast to us we will say on our wedding day. The deep blue sea, away with me, deep blue sea. Oh, how happy we will be. A toast to us we will say on our wedding day. I'll still love you when you're old and gray, remembering what we did that night in May. Old and gray, night in May, when you threw out your bouquet. Wedding ring in the spring, you and I will dance and sing. A toast to us we will say on our wedding day.
yeah, we're having a good time here. Polkas After Dark, our broadcast link with a C. Aren't you happy it's only in the preview and not on the program?
Yeah, you just gave me a heart attack there.
No, if you look at the left side of the screen, that is the preview.
I
and
know,
if you look at the
I know.
right
I just
side,
looked over quickly, though, and
I know,
thought...
that's what's going over the air right now. So, nice save, honey.
Oh,
See,
thank you.
this is what she was laughing about. We got rid of the green screen over in the upper right-hand corner. Pretty close to the mid down, so you can see our couch. And I think you guys have known that for the last 2 years we haven't had a living room. We've been broadcasting live from the living room, and that's hey, that's just the way it goes. Hey, we got some more people popping in here. John and Marge Subcheck, they said hello from Parma, Ohio. That's right, they're vacationing in Parma, Ohio. That's where they used to live, but they, of course, are living down in Florida most of the time. Hey, but John, great to hear. Good news. And also, once again, to you and Marge, thanks for your support all of these gosh darn months. We're in our 26th month already, 26th
Wow.
or 27th month doing this. It sounds a lot better than just 2 years. You know, if you say 27, it's kind of like when they sell
The
you a car.
babies. No, it's the babies.
It's the babies?
You know, how old is the baby? Oh, well, they're 18 months old. Okay, instead of a year and a half.
John's 18 months old?
Sure.
No, he's older than
No.
that, trust me. Hey, we're going to say hello to them. Also to Eddie Gavrin once again down in Florida. Chris Ebel has joined us, Mr. Bob Gabalski. He's also tuned in watching. Hey, Danny Roy, thank you so much for popping in here.
We have some new people over in our YouTube
We do.
channel.
Tell us who they are.
We have Justin Banker, and he said the Bankers and the Sochas are here for Live Wire.
All
Well, it's
right.
not going to be much longer before we get to that.
That's right.
Absolutely
It's,
not.
17 minutes past the hour of 5 Eastern Standard, or Eastern Time. It's not Standard Time. It's Eastern Time right now. But it's not on the music because we've got Stashka Lok, and he plays a little bit slower than Eastern. It's actually Chicago style. Hey, and also, do you have some more folks over in the chat rooms there? You've got Mr.
Roger
Chris
Kane's
Curtis.
with us on YouTube as well. And then we've got Chris Curtis and Marcia Moscato keeping me company over on our broadcast link with the C. We do realize that there are a lot of people attending different events today, and they are taking us with us, but they're not signing into the chat room. So we just want to say hi to all of you guys as well.
Yeah, Mr. Ivan Mayers, I did acknowledge him there before the that
I think the
last tune
Szymanskis are over there,
All
and
I think Gora ends it this evening. Jimmy Sturr played this afternoon, and Gora ends everything out this evening. And we're going to see Marcia and a bunch of people next week on the boat. We're not
Looking
going to
forward to
broadcast
that.
from the boat, but we're going to do that for sure. Hey, enough of me talking. Here's Stashka Lanka, the Chicago Masters, Life Together polka.
Take my hand and walk together down the roads of life forever. You and I will be so happy, and our love will always be. Through the years of tears and sorrow, long the paths of sunshine days, in our hearts, in love forever, remembering our wedding day. Take my hand and walk together down the roads of life forever. You and I will be so happy, and our love will.
Hey, good afternoon to Mr. Gregory Schwoidak down there in Cleveland, Ohio, or wherever he's gallivanting today.
A sunshine day.
Also, Audrey Pelchinsky, she's here. Hello, Audrey. Doris Martin has joined us, and thank you. Also, Mr. Larry Birdsey. Larry and Patty have joined us as well. And hello to Christy Maroshek. gosh, Pat Licky's here. We've got a whole bunch of folks just chiming in here into Polkas After Dark on Facebook and YouTube. We thank you guys so much.
It's Polkas After Dark.
Oh yeah, the man himself. Oh, thank you so much. Listen to that applause. Isn't that great? Okay, I gotta shut him off because he's gonna say, okay, we're gonna go into the next song. No, you're not, Stash. I have a little thing there that you're not gonna be doing that. Let's see, what else do we have here? Hey, did you say Dan Novak is in the house?
He was bright and
Brother
early.
Dan?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hello
okay.
to you, my wonderful, wonderful brother.
He's my brother too.
I got to share, like, yesterday was our 13-year anniversary on Facebook, and I got to share a collage with him.
Wow.
And it was just, like,
That's
really
nice.
cool.
That's nice. I think I even like that, as a matter of fact. Mr. Jason Flynn has joined us. We're going to say hello to Jay. Let's see, we did say hello to Pat Leckie, and of course, don't forget that you can catch, well, we already caught him this afternoon, Mr. Greg Schwoiduk, WXRL, AM 1395.5 FM, and if you're in the cheap seats, well, it's WXRL.com, because if you're not close enough to Buffalo, you can't get it. And but that's the way it goes. Hey, off of the brand new recording by Lenny Gomulka, Chicago Push, here's one featuring Dee Dee, Ryan, and Lenny. Here's one called Pani Młoda. Hey guys and gals, you better be thinking about that trip to Nashville.
Dzisiaj będzie wesele, orkiestra wesoło gra. Każdy wesoło hula. Pani młoda ślubuje, pani młoda ślubuje, za dolary tańcuje, za dolary tańcuje. Dzisiaj jest to wesele, dzisiaj jest to wesele, goście się zgromadzają, a młodzi ich witają.
siree, Mr. Lenny Gomulka. I keep forgetting there's that part at the end. What a great sound. Bass guitar, lead guitar, and of course, the violin, the fiddle. Hey folks, you're tuned to Polkas After Dark, our broadcast link.
With a C.
.com, also streaming live on
Facebook.
And
YouTube.
Hey, we got one more song here that we want to bring up by Livewire. Here's one called Congratulations. Here's one off of their up-and-coming recording. And we've got Mr. Buechler on the phone with us. And we're going to say hello to the reals out in the real world. Chicopee, Massachusetts, to be exact. That's Mike and Darlene Reel, and also Michael if he's hanging around somewhere. That is the song. I gotta stop saying yes sirree. I do that all the time now, don't I? Gee, I find these things and then I just hang on them. Hey, Tony Biawe, I have to laugh. He says, Mom's getting mad because you're talking during the songs. Well, Tony, that is a trick that I learned from the best of the DJs. You're really not supposed to let people record the stuff in its entirety, the song in its entirety, because you want people to go out and buy the recording. But we're going to send this one out to Barb Yoe too.
And with your voice, Canada. They definitely would go buy it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. That's right. No more of this. We're done with that. Oh, good gosh.
Sorry.
Yeah, this is a crazy day.
I think I'm jet lagged.
Oh, is that right?
I didn't get on a jet.
And all you did was drive. That's interesting. Very interesting. Well, I am looking here, and, we are very fortunate to have with us this afternoon a guy who I haven't really personally met yet, but we've chatted a lot via Facebook over the over the pandemic is when we started to become pretty good friends. But live with us this afternoon, folks, we are excited to have on Polkas After Dark Mr. Rick Buechler from Wisconsin with the Livewire Band. Rick, can you hear us?
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hey, perfect. Well, we can hear you and everything is fine. Hey, Rick, I'm going to start out chatting with you just like I do all the other folks that that join us here for interviews. Hey, Rick, tell me how long, well, not how long have you been in the business, but how old were you when you heard your first polka song?
You know, I had a late start. I was probably 25 years old, and I met a fellow from work who actually was our original drummer in the band, and we got to become pretty good friends. And one day he's like, "Hey, you should come to band practice because I know you like music." And I picked up, I played a little guitar and I played some bass, and I came to practice one day, and here I am 24 years later, still in the band and having a great time. So.
Oh, that is great. So what you've just told everybody is you're in your late 40s. You've just mentioned to everyone, right? Smooth, Rick, smooth. I didn't even have to say, Rick, so how old are you? You just coasted
I'm
right
51
through
years old.
Hey, well, listen, how about, I know you play the bass. Do you play anything else besides bass? You said you play lead guitar, right?
I do. I play the 6-string guitar or whatever, and we play our rock and country tunes for weddings and whatnot. And we play a little variety because you kind of got to go that way if you want to stay busy. So.
Well, yeah, that's for sure. That is for certain. And you guys do a lot of regular gigs like weddings and picnics and stuff like that. So it's not all polka music. Am I correct?
Right. Yep. Correct.
And what was the first band that you performed in, Rick?
Well, it'd be Livewire.
Was Livewire. So that is your first, your only baby, your sole baby. Have you played with any other group?
I played in a rock band for a while called Pounding Fathers. But yep, we our last gig with them was probably around 5 years ago or so. And
oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of music did you play with them? Like what?
Mostly
what
classic
artists?
rock. Probably anything from the 60s to the early 90s.
Oh, nice. And tell us a little bit about some of the stuff that you guys have done. You know, you've got a couple of CDs out. You have some originals on there as well?
We do. We have, let's see, there's 3 originals on the first one. The second one, we kind of went more traditional, and we did some more modern stuff.
Now, Up and Coming was the original, correct? The first CD?
No. Actually, Musically Legal was our first CD.
Was the first one, okay. And then
which
Up
we did
and Coming.
in 2006.
Okay. Which kind of leads me down the road of, tell us a little bit about the guys that you share this stage with.
Well, there's 4 of us that started out as original members, and that would be myself, Aaron Saha, who does all of our bookings and basically the leader of the band. He kind of started the whole thing. He plays concertina, saxophone, and keyboards.
Okay.
Arthur Gajewski, he's been with us for the last 10 years or so. He started when he was in high school, and doing a very fine job.
And what does he play?
What's that?
What does he play?
He plays a trumpet and saxophone.
Okay, gotcha.
And clarinet.
I know you did say that, but I had to adjust my headset at that same particular time you were mentioning that. Okay, and then who else is with the group?
Pat Marashik. He's another original member. He plays trumpet and does some vocals.
As well as Zach Bryczkowski, who's our newest member of the band. This is Aaron Saha, by the way.
Hey, Aaron.
And Zach's been playing with us for the last 2-3 years, I would say. Filled in the last, maybe he became a permanent member of a band for the last 2 years. Yeah. 2 years now. Nice. And then also Pat Marashik, who's part of the Marashik Legends from Pulaski, because everybody knows Marashik's from Pulaski.
Let's not forget Brian Smith on the
phone. Yep.
Brian's another original member.
And Brian's
been with us since 1998 as well.
Yep.
Or 19.
He plays accordion and he also does bass guitar when we do our variety. So.
Okay. Oh, nice. Hey, how did the band get their name?
Funny story.
Okay, I'm ready.
So I don't know if you remember when Mountain Dew came out with the Livewire Orange.
Yes, I do.
That is how we got our name.
No, you got to be kidding me. That's great.
No, we
had to get up Polka Days at 5:00 in the morning for a TV interview, and someone showed up. Brian showed up, actually, our accordion player, with a case of Livewire Mountain Dew. He's like, "We're flipping over. No longer we are Polish Power. We're going to be Livewire."
Aha! So you guys started out as Polish Power then?
Yep.
Yes.
Interesting. Nice. And how long has the band actually been together? Not just the original members, but the band. How long have you guys been together, Rick?
24 years.
24. Okay. All right. And Rick and Aaron, I'll ask you guys both, but Rick first. What is your personal favorite of genre that you like to listen to? What kind of music do you guys listen to whenever you're not listening to polka music? And Rick?
I'm a big fan of classic rock and heavy metal.
Oh wow, that's
and I like to try to twist those into to try to make some polka songs here and there, and some old school country. I like that. The old Conway Twitty songs and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Conway Twitty, got a chance to see him at our Erie County Fair quite a few years ago, and man, what an exceptional guy he was. What a showman. I mean, just fantastic. Also, hey, Aaron, how about you? What do you listen to when you're not listening to polkas?
I'll have to say classic country, because mostly I listen to polka, but otherwise it's classic country, and I like the old school stuff like Waylon and
oh wow,
Johnny Cash, and yeah,
nice stuff.
I mean, I kind of old school stuff.
Gotcha. Hey, and you guys have recorded, as I mentioned. What studio or studios have you guys recorded in? Where'd you go?
So, our first one was recorded at Alternative Studios. I don't know if he's around anymore. And then we had it mastered at Rock Garden Studios in Appleton, and they got a pretty big, good reputation for a lot of the bigger bands in the area, and also some national acts.
Oh, gotcha.
And then our second one, we actually recorded ourselves with our
with Tommy Blonda.
Tommy Blonda had a little recording unit, and then we sent that off to the great Gary Ramey.
And he made magic out of
stuff.
Yeah, Gary Ramey has a tendency to do stuff like that. I don't know why he does that, but everything he touches turns to gold.
It's true.
And Gary and I have been friends for years. I've recorded in his studio with various bands. Started out with the Troll Tones, the Sounds, Frank Borzymowski and friends, and have done a whole lot of stuff over there at that studio. And he's just amazing. And it's funny because saw the studio a few years back. It hadn't changed from the 70s when I first walked into the studio. And that's the kind of nice part. As far as the studio setting, now, of course, the equipment has changed over the years with the different platforms that he has, but just amazing stuff. And you mentioned Tommy Belanda, so he was with the band for a while. I know he's now playing with the New Generation Band. They just came out with a new recording, which we have a couple of songs that we're going to be playing off of that. And Jeff, thanks to Jeff and Christine for sending those over to us. Hey, Rick, do you have a favorite band that you have never played with, but you've wanted to? And this could be any genre of music, Rick.
Oh, God. Where do I start?
Yeah, well, go ahead. Take your time.
I would say for a polka band, I would love to play with the Beat.
Okay.
Those guys are a bunch of great guys.
Yeah, they are.
Really love their music, and just super guys to talk to and hang out with. And
Now, they were out in Pulaski this past weekend, were they not?
they were. We
And-
played right alongside of them on
nice.
Saturday.
Nice. How is Pulaski Polka Days these days? I know when I worked out there with the Dynatones, it was a lot of fun. The tent was like 800 to 1,000 people, and it was almost 800 to 1,000 degrees with all those people under it. Is it still the same crew?
It is. We had the same experience this weekend. Thursday night was a blast. We had a tent just full of people, and Saturday night we had 1,000 degrees. So
wow.
And then it started to rain, of course. So the tent filled up, and it got to 2,000 degrees. So
wow. Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't there an issue? It might have been last year. I don't think it was the year before, because I don't think COVID they ran anything, or maybe they did in 2020. But didn't they have some kind of a shutdown where they had to evacuate the tent?
Well, that was actually that was actually 2019 when they had tornadoes go through.
Oh, they did.
Yep.
They had proper evacuation plans and everything, and they had taken them all through the shelters, and
oh wow,
everyone was safe.
Yep.
Well, that's good. That's real good.
I remember that. We got done playing, and we just got all our equipment packed away, and we went back to the camper to have a few drinks. And next thing you know, the sirens are going off, and we're all kind of looking at each other. And next thing you know, the fire trucks and the cop cars, and it was quite the ordeal.
Wow. And
it was a storm to remember.
So again, now help me get a mental picture of this. So there was a band playing at the time when the sirens went off. Did they have to just leave all the equipment and head on out, or what did they do?
Yes,
I believe they did leave all their equipment set up.
Wow.
Yeah, they left all their equipment set up and came back after everyone was given the all clear, and tore down, because by that time they're like, well, we're not going to start the music again.
Yeah.
And then the following morning, everyone had to do it all over again. Another line of storms came through the following morning, and that one was actually a little bit more interesting. And so Saturday of Polka Days that year didn't start until probably 2 or 3 o'clock, when it was supposed to start at 11 or whatever.
Oh wow!
Because of the second line of storms, yeah.
Oh, that's huge. And unfortunately, Allstate and those insurance companies, I don't think they have a rider for polka bands covering tornadoes and hurricanes. So that would have been, that's the reason why I wanted to ask, is what happened to all the equipment? Was it like everywhere, anywhere and everywhere, or did it kind of stay put?
It kind of stayed put. I don't
good.
think anything really devastating happened to the stage or
that's great.
Anything. So
that is great. Now, also, there was a joint that the Dynatones used to play all the time. We had a blast. And that was Zielinski's Ballroom. Is that still in existence?
It's still there.
Wow.
It's now new ownership.
Okay.
It's now referred to as Scully's Hometown. But it's still there, and they're getting a lot of live music going over there again.
Beautiful.
Like it was back in the day.
Well, Wisconsin is hugely known for their polka musicians. Again, when I was out there, and I'm just kind of relating to this, we would go to different bars, and every place you went, there was a polka band, which was huge. The parade was amazing every year, playing for the Pulaski Parade out in Wisconsin. But everybody who's anybody played concertina. You had young kids that were playing concertina, and of course you guys had some amazing dancers there too. And probably still do, but tell us a little bit about the musicianship out there. Is it easy for you guys to call up and say, hey, we need a concertina player this weekend? Well, let's call Bill. He can fill in.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. This is Zach Prichkowski, by the way.
Hey, Zach.
I'm the drummer. Yeah, you're 100% correct when you say, yeah, we need a concertina player to fill in. We could probably, if you get a group of 10 people together, we could probably, 7 of them probably can play the concertina. That's
wow.
That's how blessed we are in this area, especially especially my family. My mom's a Marashik, so you know, I have a lot of cousins and aunts and uncles that can play probably any instrument that you point out. So,
wow. Well, Rick, you had mentioned too, and I'm just going all over the map here, but you had mentioned that you were having a pool party at your house, and most of the guys are going to be there, so that's why we're hearing a bunch of different voices chiming in, and this is kind of fun, because we've never done this before. This is our first time to actually have a group interview, which is throwing it over the edge right now. Hey, tell us, do you have, and you guys can all mention together or individually, but do you have a memorable gig that you guys played or a memorable event? Either it was the largest crowd that you had or the craziest crowd, because sometimes you don't have to have a room full or a tent full of people to have fun. Sometimes you can just have a few or, maybe 100 and you still have a blast. So tell us about your most memorable gig. Rick, you go first.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, this is Aaron, but
okay.
One of the most memorable things we had was a road trip, actually. Out to Boyne Falls. We went to Boyne Falls for Polka Festival. We got all the way 30 miles from my house, and our van started overheating.
Oh, geez. Hey, that sounds like that's going to be one of those tell us about your breakdown stories, but you're jumping the gun here. But go ahead, Aaron.
Yep, we were all talking about what we were going to say for that, but I guess the cat's out of the bag here. So.
Well, okay, so is that kind of like a memorable gig?
Oh, my God.
Versus a breakdown story? Tell us a little bit about that then.
It was not more than a memorable gig. It was phenomenal. It was so what happened, we started out, we get 30 miles from my house, we get to my in-laws' house, and our van overheats. We could easily change it out they have a Suburban.
Okay.
So we could change it out for the Suburban. No, we keep it'll be fine. We keep trucking with the van behind everything. Get up to about Escanaba, Michigan. And the guys are looking at the radiator. It's overheating everything. We're like, well, I came back out. I'm like, you guys, whatever you do not touch that radiator cap. It's going to explode over everybody, right?
That's true.
So as I approach the van from the driver's side, they have a towel over it, and they crack it open. What happens? It sprays all over my chest. I get third-degree burns.
But he goes running to the gas station screaming and hollering and grabs a bag of ice and throws it on his chest. He goes running out, and the clerk is yelling at him, "Hey, sir, you have to pay for that
ice." Oops.
I showed up my chest that was blistering at the time.
Oh, wow.
And they're like, "Oh, you're fine. Don't worry. You don't have to pay for the ice."
Oh, jeez.
So I got the free ice.
Oh, that's
3
amazing.
miles down the road, we end up going to the Escanaba Hospital.
Wow. Hey, Rick, let's start with you. Who did you idolize growing up in the polka music world?
Growing up, I really didn't get into polkas until I was in my 20s.
Yeah,
so
past 20 years then.
When I started getting into polka music, we used to go to the Toledo Polka Fest all the time.
Okay.
And I really liked you guys, actually, with Scrubby and Larry Trojak and Mark Trepach and those guys. Those were some of my idols back in the day.
Yeah. How about you, Aaron? Who did you idolize growing up?
Actually, it was a whole lot of Donatones. It was. Between the Donatones and Eddie B.
Yeah.
It was. We were blessed because we were like only 2 miles away from the old Homestead Supper Club, which a lot of bands played for.
Yes.
And played at. I'm sure you played there before.
Yes.
But I mean, we could go 3 miles down the road, and we had all the biggest bands in the land right in our backyard.
Wow. And how about Zach? Can Zach chime in and let us know who he idolized growing up?
Yeah, actually, I obviously was very, very lucky to grow up with with watching the Mareshek brothers. Actually, my dad drums for the Mareshek brothers right now, and he's been drumming for them for about probably 30 years or so. And I've been blessed to learn from him and learn from my grandpa Roger, who played with Alvin Spaczynski for many years as well.
Roger,
so
I remember very well.
Yes. So that's who I kind of idolized growing up. Watching the Mareshek brothers, even the new generation, even the natural talent, the TNT. I learn stuff every time I listen and watch them guys play. So
now you guys have written some songs for your recordings. Who's the guy that decides to put the pen to the paper and either write down the notes or write down the words? Which one of you guys, or do you all do it as a group thing?
I would say it's basically Rick Buechler and Brian Smith. Between those two guys, our bass player and accordion player, they kind of
also Arthur for the horn parts. Yeah, he's pretty good at writing those out. Also,
yeah, he's been pretty quiet here tonight.
Well, Arthur, speak up. I mean, we've got everybody on here, which is kind of cool, like I said before. Hey,
all right, we're going to let Arthur speak up here.
All right.
He's going to give you a real story about what's going on here.
Geez, let's see. Which story do you want? The good one or the real one or the fake one?
As long as they're all clean, it doesn't matter what you tell us.
Oh, then you got to pass the phone to somebody else. I didn't have that one.
Oh, that's good. That's priceless. Hey, Arthur, who did you idolize growing up in polka music?
Well, as a trumpet player, the first person that I listened to in the polka field that I just kind of said wow to was Hank Gazevich.
Yeah.
I think as trumpet players, most of us would probably answer it the same way. But some of my other favorite horn players are, the horn section that we got in the beat right now, Steve Hayes and Mike Costa.
Yeah.
Great guys, and they can both really play.
Yeah, two new guys. You know, they haven't played long together, but they do well. They do well.
They do all right for a couple of newbies, sure.
I think they were both born with trumpets in their hands, if I'm not mistaken, which would have made the pregnancy and the delivery pretty difficult, getting that out of there. But,
Absolutely.
I have to agree with you. They are just two phenomenal guys. They can read each other. They can feel what the other guy's going to play, and just an amazing talent on the stage with the beat. You are correct.
Absolutely. And then I listened to a lot of versatones from the 80s and the 90s, and Kevin Adams and Jimmy Shizega and Ed Volinsky were just, some of the best as well.
Yeah.
Just it doesn't get much better than those trumpet sections.
I totally agree. Hey, you guys have a website too that people can log on and see the schedule and also order some of those CDs. Why don't you give us the website?
It'd be livewirepolka.com.
Okay, livewirepolka.com. And did you guys all grow up in Wisconsin, or has anybody been transplants? They grew up someplace else and moved to Wisconsin, or have you guys been a nucleus of the state?
No, most of us, two of the guys that couldn't be here tonight were actually one of the original members of the band, which are high school buddies like Pat and Smitty.
Okay.
And unfortunately, they had prior commitments. They had to take kids places. You know how that goes.
Sure, exactly.
Anybody that had kids knows how that has to go.
Now,
but anyway.
Go ahead.
But me and Rick, we picked Rick up from Wrightstown, Wisconsin, and all of Zach's been from Pulaski, and it's part of the Mareshek Brothers, and it's just a natural fit.
Gotcha. So do you guys all live pretty close that you can get together and practice a lot?
I would say within a 30-mile radius, yeah.
Yeah, so that's good too. That's real nice.
Yep.
Hey, are you guys able to divulge what kind of business you are in, because we all know that we can't make a living on polkas unless you're, a big name act. But, and without divulging the name of the business, can you guys tell us a little bit about what you do? Rick, you go first.
I work in maintenance at a paper company, and Aaron's an electrician. Arthur's a music teacher.
I'm in sales.
Zach's in sales.
Zach's in
Pat's a
sales.
farmer, and Ryan's a chemical engineer. So.
Oh, geez. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. Wide variety of talents here.
Yeah.
Very diverse.
Here. So, do you guys contemplate? Are you contemplating going into the studio again at any time? Do you have some stuff that you've already worked out, or you have some stuff in the can that you want to release at some point soon?
We're actually looking at going to studios coming fall, winter.
Oh,
but
nice.
We got to make sure that everything's all up to stuff. But we have some very good original hits that are going to be coming out.
Oh, good. That's great, because a lot of folks love the originals. You gotta have some of the older songs as well, as to make a nice mixture. But as you guys know, the new stuff is also nice, and that's what enlightens the heart of the polka music world.
One of the best things too, we have with Rick in our band. He likes taking the old country rock songs that most people don't really think of, and throw them in the old polka jukebox.
Sure.
And they turn out as very well. People love them as polka songs.
Yeah, Sunshine in My Life.
One thing we're blessed with is Rick, because he has that rock country mentality behind him.
Yeah. Sweet Pea, you guys you've redone Sunshine of My Life. I mean, it's really cool that you guys do grab onto a lot of that stuff and say, hey, we're gonna do something a little different here, which is really, really nice. But like I said, going through your CD collection here, you also have some great tunes that people have heard before, and that helps sell the CDs as well.
Well, absolutely. We like to stick to the good old time classics too.
Hey, how about a favorite place that you guys have played? I'm looking at the clock here, and if I can, I'll keep you guys on for a little bit longer, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. How about, let's see here. How about some of your favorite places that you've performed? And
I would say Blue Top. One of the places, Blue Top, we had down to Stevens Point, Wisconsin.
All right.
Just great people down there, and
very enthusiastic crowd.
Yeah. Yep.
Some of the festivals we played, the La Crosse Oktoberfest was probably the biggest crowd we've ever played for.
Oh wow!
It was probably solid people 200-300 yards back.
Wow!
And
that's nice.
4,000 to 5,000 people.
That was pretty awesome.
The cool thing about that was we played. It didn't matter if we played polka, if we played rock, if we played whatever. We started playing some of our songs off our CD, and the people would be dancing with it.
Nice. That's always a lot of fun.
Yep.
When you start to play and you get the people out on the dance floor, you're doing something right, and you're entertaining the folks.
And that's what makes it fun, Robin. When you see the smiles on people's faces and everybody dancing, having a good time. That's kind of what I live for. Being on stage, that's what it's all about.
Sure.
So,
now, also, we're getting down to the final two questions, which you guys alluded to something earlier, but I have to ask this. Your favorite breakdown story, was that literally your favorite, or have you guys traveled enough that you maybe have something else that you can share with us?
That one was probably tops. Can you think of another one, Aaron?
I don't know.
Other than the standard,
I got 30 degree blisters.
There was the van that we bought from Brian's dad that leaked oil so bad that we had to carry 2 gallons of waste oil with us and had a nice gene on the back of the trailer. So
really, holy smokes, literally.
That was back in the early days.
Wow, that's unbelievable. And how about let's see here. How about the very final question that I'm going to ask you guys, and that is, what would you say to somebody that just wants to get started in music? And it can be any genre whatsoever. And I'm going to ask all 4 of you guys, and we'll see if you all come up with the same thing or if you come up with something different. But Zach, I'm going to start with you. What would you say to somebody that wants to get started in music and they've never done anything before? What would you direct them to do?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm not too sure. I would probably tell them to listen to everything and anything, obviously. But I have that love for folk music inside of me so much that I'd probably get them hooked on that.
Okay.
If anything, actually, funny story. I got a buddy of mine that he really was never into folk music before. And I had an old piano accordion, and myself and my cousin Miles Morashik, we taught him to learn accordion, and he's only been playing for about 3 months, and he's pretty damn good at it.
Wow!
So, which I think is
well, that's great.
Which is pretty awesome. So.
Well, he must be listening to a lot of stuff, and
do
most of you guys?
I got him listening to a lot of Eddie Blazonczyk, Dynatones, stuff like that. So yeah, I got him into the polka music, and it's been good.
Good. Hey, how about you, Aaron? Same question. What would you say to somebody just wanting to get started in music? And it may not be polka music; it may be something entirely different. What advice would you give?
Just go with it. Hey, you guys follow your dream.
Nice. How about you, Rick?
I mean, there's a lot of people that said that we could never do it, but here we are.
But you've done it.
24 years later,
you've proved them wrong.
Cranking out the polka tunes.
There you go. How about you, Rick? What suggestions would you give to someone?
So I would say pick something you're passionate about, and just practice as much as you can, and play something that feels good to you and makes you smile and makes other people smile, and just keep going with it as much as you can until you feel you got your chops, and that's about all I can say.
Sure. And how about Arthur?
Well, as a band director, this is sort of a shameless plug, but also I think it's just the truth. If you're younger, do music in school. If you're on the older side, get lessons with somebody as well. It just gets you a good knowledge base of whether it's people to listen to or just how to play an instrument or sing or whatever it is, band, choir. Mm-hmm. Do music in school. I guess as a band director, I'm a huge proponent of that. The more that you can be familiar with what you're listening to and figure out as much about it as you can, just listening on the radio. If you take music in school, you've got an idea of what's easy, what's difficult, what's impressive, and so on and so forth. And you can figure out a lot for yourself that way.
Beautiful. Hey, guys, well, I want to thank you. Jerry and I want to thank you guys for actually popping in. Rick, it was very nice to be able to talk to some of the other guys, and we can't wait to meet you at some point. Anybody, raise your hand, anybody going to the IPA at all this year?
We'll have to make a trip.
There you go. And take the van that doesn't have the oil. Make sure nobody touches.
We all got better jobs now, so we
nobody touched the radiator. You got that? Nobody. Hey guys, thanks again for
it's
doing
been
this.
A pleasure, Ryan. Robin, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us on.
Hey, well, we had
Thank
a
you,
blast.
Robin.
Hey, you guys are welcome, and look forward to meeting you, Jerry and I, at some point. That's for sure. Hey, we got a song coming up here. Nobody's Lonesome for Me. Here's the Live Wire once again.
Everybody's lonesome for somebody else, but nobody's lonesome for me. Everybody's dreaming about somebody else, but nobody's dreaming about me. Well, I shine up my shoes and I comb back my hair, put on my Sunday suit, but I ain't going anywhere. 'Cause everybody's lonesome for somebody else. Nobody's lonesome for me. Everybody's lonesome for somebody else. Nobody's lonesome for me. Everybody's thinking about somebody else. Nobody's thinking about me. When the time comes for me to lay down and die, I bet I'll have to go and hire someone to cry. 'Cause everybody's lonesome for somebody else. Nobody's lonesome for me.
Yeah, they took a tune and made it their own. That's one called Nobody's Lonesome for Me. Hey, thanks again to the guys in the Live Wire Band for joining us. Jerry and I were just talking during that song. We hung up with the guys. It's never been done before where we had a bunch of guys together, and it was a lot of fun. So we want to especially thank Rick Buechler, also Zach, Aaron, and Arthur for taking the time to spend a half an hour with us a little longer. But it was very, very innovative finding out what these guys, really think about the music. They love it. They're passionate about it. As Rick mentioned, he likes the older rock stuff, and, he's trying to put a little bit of a twist on polka music. So we can't wait to hear your latest release, which will be coming out sometime next year. They said they're going to be in the studio at some point. And again, we thank you guys so much. That's Livewire. And if you want to follow them, you can go to www.livewirepolka.com, and you'll be able to see their schedule, order their recordings, and just have a lot of fun, kind of like what we just did.
Make plans now to attend the 54th Annual International Polka Association's Convention and Festival, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd through the 4th, at the Pittsburgh Cranberry Hilton Doubletree Hotel in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Enjoy 3 fun-filled days, including a welcome party, the prestigious Hall of Fame and Music Awards banquet, pool parties, election of officers and directors, performances by Hall of Famers, and polka entertainment featuring some of the nation's top polka bands, featuring Lenny Gomulka and Chicago Push, the Dynabrass, the Buffalo Concertina All-Stars, the Jack Taddy Band, the IPA Tribute Band, Michael Costa and the Beat, Klansnick and Friends, John Gura and Gurale, the Polka Country Musicians, New Generation, 7, the Boys, Cosmics, and the New Tone. Get all the details on room reservations and more by visiting the IPA online on Facebook and at IPAPolkas.com. Don't miss the 54th Annual International Polka Association's Convention and Festival, Labor Day weekend, September 2nd through the 4th, at the Pittsburgh Cranberry Hilton Doubletree Hotel in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania. Get all the details at IPAPolkas.com.
Kickoff dance. Don't forget to join the beat Saturday, August 27th, 2022
at the Holy Spirit Party Center, 5500 West 54th Street in Parma, Ohio, 44129.
Doors open at 5 p.m., music and dancing from 6 until 10.
Only $16 admission and 16 and under are free.
For more information and table reservations, contact Jill Cerniak at
440-319-1877.
Or you can email Jill at jmczdances@gmail.com.
See you there.
Let's get this party started. Get out there on the floor. Take a chance and have a dance. You'll yell and scream for more.
Hi, polka fans. Mike Costa here to tell you about an upcoming event you don't want to miss. Puko Yashu presents New Year's Eve Polka Extravaganza. 3 bands, 2 nights, all at one fantastic location, which is the Embassy Suites at Independence, Ohio. Saturday night, New Year's Eve, dinner dance. Music by polka country musicians and the beat. Dinner starts at 5:30 with dancing from 7 to 1 a.m. Sunday, New Year's Day, featuring the music of Polka Family and the beat. Music from 2 to 8 p.m. A 2-day package price is only $140 per person, or $125 for just New Year's Eve and $25 for New Year's Day. Embassy Suite room rates for the weekend start at $119 per night. For all the amazing extras, details, reservations, please see the flyer at Mike Pikowski's or Jeff Yash's Facebook page. Or you can call Mike at 908-209-9843 or Jeff Yash at 518-281-1587. Folks, this is the New Year's Eve event you have been waiting for. You don't want to miss it. Deadline to reserve is October 15th.
The other way, and I'd have never been aware, but as it is, I'll dream of her tonight.
Yes, and we didn't see. I didn't say yes, sir. I said yes. We are going to be there. Jerry and I are going to be there as well on Friday and Saturday night. So you want to make sure that you get your reservations in. That's going to be another once-in-a-lifetime thing. You know, we mentioned the Nashville trip with Ryan Joseph and Dee Dee, and also Lenny Gomulka and the Chicago Push, and a whole bunch of artists, a lot of surprises, which are going to be great. We actually talked to a couple of people that said they are going to make their plans to go. They realize that it's going to be a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Hey, we also want to say hello to some people in our chat room, also outside of the chat room, folks that are just watching. Jimmy Krzeski, Jimmy K is here. Kathy Sargent, hello to you. Mr. Mark Cohan decided to pop in, so we want to say hello to him. And also to Kyle. Let's see, Sophie Irene, it looks like she is here. Tom Moroshka. And you see Ms. Loretta Curtis Mackel, she's here.
Yes.
Jean Soika. Jean is here. Michelle Szymanski popped in, she said hello. And let's see who else. Jeanette Tonsky. She's here from, of course, Polish Newcastle Radio. Polkas 911. You can catch her on Saturdays. Arthur Gajewski, you guys make sure that you friend us here on Facebook because we'd love to get a chance to chat with you outside of the broadcasts here. Rick Moroshek, he said, great show, Robin, and nice job on the interview with the Livewire boys. Well, thank you, Mike Succi. Haven't seen him in a long time. Jeff and Gail Franzak, congratulations on your anniversary once again. We do want to say it was nice to see you guys last week. Jerry, go ahead and mention some of the other folks in some of the other areas there.
We have Alice Fischler hanging out with us, Chris Curtis, Donna Zelinsky with Teresa and Sarah, and Marcia Moscato over in the chat room on our broadcast link with
.com.
And then over in YouTube land, we have Justin Banker and Roger Kane. Carol Lee Lisecki has been hanging out there, and she said to say hello to Mike and Darlene Real, which the real world is always happening, and that was like when you announced it. So
yes, sir.
She's been kind of sitting here a while patiently.
Well, beautiful. Hey folks, also we want to remind you about something that's going to be happening here in October.
Coming this October to Polkas After Dark, a series titled A Walk Through Polka Heaven. This multi-part series features music from loved ones no longer with us. Their music will live on forever in our hearts and over the airwaves. You'll hear stories from family members and musicians who performed alongside them. A Walk Through Polka Heaven. Watch it only on Polkas After Dark.
And that's going to be a lot of fun. We are going to start that on October the 1st, everybody. As you can see right up there, October the 1st it begins. We're going to keep you posted as we get closer to let you know the time frame and so on. But we've got a lot of great videos already that we're going to be sharing with folks. And this is not videos of the musicians playing. These are videos of family members and other artists that have performed with these folks that we have lost over the past several years, months, and decades, believe it or not. And
we have lost too many recently.
Yes. Yeah. Another guy that we just recently lost that we want to make sure that we mention right after this promo. We've got something to tell you about with Frankenmuth Summer Music Fest. That's easy for me to say.
It's time to make plans for the Summer Music Fest in Frankenmuth, Michigan. Hi, folks, it's Mark Jansen. That's right, join us August 9th through the 13th for Summer Music Fest 2022. 5 days with some of the nation's most popular polka bands, including Lenny Gomulka, The Boys, Molly B and Squeezebox, Polka Family, polka country musicians, John Gutta, Stephanie, the Dyna Brass, and the New Brass Express. Held in the huge 28,000 square foot Harvey Kern Pavilion with the biggest dance floor around. Music, drinks, food, friends, and fun are all part of Frankenmuth, Michigan's #1 tourist attraction and one of the nation's premier polka events, the Summer Music Fest. For all the information, go to frankenmuthfestivals.com or call us at 1-800-FUN-FEST. The 34th Annual Summer Music Fest in Frankenmuth, Michigan, August 9th through the 13th. Go to frankenmuthfestivals.com or call us at 1-800-FUN-FEST. The Summer Music Fest is brought to you in part by Drury Hotels and Fabiano Brothers.
Everybody's going to be going to all these special events. Summer Music Fest comes up in August. Then towards the end of August, you're going to be dancing to the beat. Not only at Jill's event, but also they're going to be over at the Erie Zabava in Erie, Pennsylvania, and that's coming up in towards the end of August. I think it's the last Friday of August. Then Saturday we'll be out there in Cleveland, Ohio to hear the guys and hang out with Jill and all the great people out there. And also we are going to be then heading back, and we'll head back to Erie, Pennsylvania on Sunday afternoon, which is going to be a lot of fun. Hey, we mentioned, or Jerry did, that we've lost so many people, even just recently. And one of my favorite honky drummers passed away this week, and we're talking about Jimmy Noga. And Jimmy Noga played with Jersey Polka Richie. He performed with Wanda and Stephanie on stage. I had the honor and the privilege of performing with him as well. And he wrote a beautiful waltz for his missus. And we also want you to keep an eye on the screen, because there is something that we're going to let you know about during this song. And that is a polka mass that is going to be held over at St. Andrew's Church in Sloan, New York, where Jimmy and Pat resided. Pat, of course, his lovely wife. Tina and Denise, we want to say, again, our condolences. We love you guys, and we're going to miss Jimmy, that's for sure. But here's a waltz written by Jimmy Noga for Pat, his lovely wife. Here's one called My Sweet You. And we do have to send a very special thank you out to Mr. Jeff Tomzak for getting us this recording yesterday.
My sweet you made this promise to love me with all your heart, that way we'll never part. Just 3 words saying that you'll be true, saying that you'll be mine, my love, my dream, sweet you. My sweet you, these words I say are true. I love you with all my heart, that way we'll never part. Just 3 words saying that I love you, saying that I'll be true, my love, my dream, sweet you. My sweet you gave this promise to love me with all your heart, that way we'll never part. Just 3 words saying that you'll be mine, saying that you'll love me, my love, my dream, sweet you. My love, my dream, sweet you.
What a beautiful
That is
tune
such a beautiful song.
Jimmy had written for Pat years and years ago. And the kids, Denise and Tina, had shared with me that there was a 4th verse that was never recorded that Jimmy had mentioned. And they had written it down. I'm sure there's going to be some things at the celebration of life at the Polka Mass. And the Mass will be provided by Special Delivery. And Teddy and Mark and all the guys in Special Delivery. That's going to be something that you don't want to miss. Jerry and I have another commitment in the afternoon, but you better believe we are going to be there on Saturday morning to say farewell to our buddy Jimmy Noga. And you've known the family for years. As a matter of fact,
Yes.
you shared a story with me about Tina.
Yes, she actually helped me arrange Larry's funeral mass, and we did a polka mass for that. And when
And for
I
the
had
folks that don't know Larry, who was Larry?
my husband,
Last name
and-
Chadwick.
last name Chadwick, which is where I got my last name from.
Hey, isn't that amazing?
It's kind of funny how
my
that
gosh.
works.
Yeah. Hey, he didn't sing Wanda's polka, did he? Off of the Nickel City Notes recording?
Not tell you off the top of my
well,
head.
let's take a listen and see.
All
You'll
right.
be able to say, yeah, that's him. Here's the Wanda's Polka of Anjus. Here's Nickel City Notes.
Powiedzcie mi, Wandziu bywała, w lesie na jagorka jagody zbierała. Jagody zbierała, dzisiaj dnia całego napotkała Jasia chłopcyka młodego.
Hey, Vince Cisnowski wanted to share something with us that they're going to be performing at a location, his band, and Jerry will tell you all about that our next go around here.
Wanciu droga, Wanciu, nie pojedzie samo. 4 koni stoje, pojedzie jak domu. Pojedziesz jak domu do swojego domu. Daj się raz buziaka, nie mów nic nikomu. Wandzia młoda była, kochanie nie znało. Raz buziaka dała, 3 razy zamnało. Ale potem było wesołe do rana. Muzykanci grali, Dana moja Dana.
Yes, we have confirmed that was Larry singing on the vocal there.
Well, I thought it was, but I never know the names of the songs.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, that's Wanda's.
like
or
if you would have
AKA
said number
Vanju
3,
Polka.
did he sing number 3? Yes, he sang number 3.
Oh.
You know, like
Oh,
I knew the
okay.
CD, I didn't know
I
the
don't
name
know-
of the song.
I don't know what number that was.
couldn't
what
tell
track
you
that
either,
was,
but-
why don't you share with everybody where Vinny Cisnowski's
So,
going to be playing?
Vinny Cisnowski said that the band will be playing at the Canarsie Pier next Sunday. All are welcome. More details to follow.
Okay, cool. And he's also going to let us know an address, a physical address, so that we can let everybody know. And you can go up and harass Vince, he's the drummer, and just, tell him, hey, I see you all the time on Polkas After Dark. What gives? And
Don't you have anything better to do today?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, we are so glad that he joins us with his beautiful wife, Marie.
Yeah, and let's go ahead and bring up this song because I've been promising this all along. Christy was very, very nice. Christine was very nice to get this to us. This is Jeff Moroshek's band, The New Generation, featuring Tommy Belunda on the drums, and these guys did just a phenomenal job with this. But here is the title cut, I'd Do It All Again.
Talking with some girls, just trying to impress. He got on his bike to try a trick, but it ended in a crash. His mom came running out to dry up all his tears. She asked him what he learned from this, but he looked at her and said, I'd do it all again if I had to choose again. I'd do it all again, knowing how it would end. I'd do it all again if I had to choose again. I'd do it all again, that was way too fun to miss. If you go through life just playing things think of all the things you'd miss along the way. Would you have met your guy? Would I have met my wife? We'd never known this crazy fun, our perfect little life. And I'd do it all again if I had to choose again. I'd do it all again, knowing how it would end. I'd do it all again if I had to choose again. I'd do it all again, 'cause that was way too fun to miss. Now the couple on the dance floor, they've been married 50 years. With friends and family gather round to celebrate and cheer. They asked the weathered man, do you have any regrets? He looked down at his wife and he choked up as he said, well, I'd do it all again if I had to choose again. I'd do it all again, knowing how it would end. I'd do it all again if I had to choose again. I'd do it all again, 'cause that was way too fun to miss. Come on!
Hey, need we say more? That's off of that brand new recording, and you can get a hold of that simply by doing what, Jerry? I thought you'd know that. Yeah, simply by just looking it up on their Facebook account, and you can either go under Jeff Maroshek or the New Generation Band, and you can order yours today. And we also want to make mention of this trip that's going to be coming up, because this is going to be a memorable one.
Hi, polka friends. Ryan Joseph Ogrodny here from Alan Jackson's band, the Strayhorns. I'm so excited to tell you that we are offering a VIP polka trip to Nashville, Tennessee, October 20th through the 23rd. This is going to be an epic trip full of once-in-a-lifetime events, performances, and surprises. Think private performances with some of the absolute best in the music industry, a concert and dance with Grammy-nominated Lenny Gomulka and Chicago Push, and even a polka recording session where legends like Dolly Parton and Elvis Presley have recorded. There are two options to join the tour: a motor coach out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or if you're not in the Pittsburgh area, you can fly or drive from anywhere and meet us in Nashville. We can't wait to bring polka music to Music City. You are not going to want to miss this trip of a lifetime. For more information or to reserve your spot, call 712-540-6710. Once again, that's 712-540-6710 to reserve your seat today. God bless y'all, and we'll see you in Nashville.
Hey, let's do a twin spin, as our friend Tina used to say. And here is the New Generation, a little bit of I Wanna Shout. Here's Mr. Tommy Belunda, not only on the drums, but also on the vocal. That's right, he does some double duty on this one.
Every time I hear a polka, I just wanna sing along. I wanna listen to that polka melody. Every time I hear a polka band or stand next to some polka band, feeling that so strange comes over me. I wanna shout, 'cause that's what polka's all about. I wanna sing a happy Polish melody. I wanna shout, sing, yell, and scream, and do all of those crazy things each time I hear my favorite polka band. Dance or festival, all have a favorite band they came to hear. The leader of the polka band will send a dedication out to them. Crowd will give them back a great big cheer, and then they'll shout, 'cause that's what polka's all about. And then they'll sing a happy polka
That's Tommy Belanda on the vocals, and if you close your eyes, and I said it before, you really don't even have to close your eyes, you hear Stash Belanda's voice coming out of that kid, and he's looking more and more like Dad. Dad was a handsome guy, he is too, and wow, just some amazing, amazing stuff. That is what these guys do now, which is perfect. And we also want to remind you about a couple of different events coming up. You know, the Buffalo Polka Boosters are having something going on that Jerry will be telling you about in a little bit. And it's a tailgate party coming up for their September, their September event for their meeting. There is no meeting for August, but they had a very successful, and I do mean successful, picnic over at Fontana's Grove. Hey, we're also going to send this one out to Musical Mark Swoger because we want to let everybody know that there is an event coming up that he is going to be hosting along with the Buffalo Touch. And if you take a look at that, you can see that. Here's a tune by these guys. Here's one called Monday Morning Polka. For Patricia Yavorek Farkas, she's here. Hello there. Also to Mary Lou Cerniak. Hey, we didn't forget about you, kiddo.
Poniedziałek rano, kosi ojciec siano, kosi ojciec, kosi ja, kosieliśmy obydwa, kosi ojciec, kosi ja, kosieliśmy obydwa, a we wtorek rano, graby ojciec siano, graby ojciec, graby ja, grabiliśmy obydwa, graby ojciec, graby ja, grabiliśmy obydwa.
Hey, look who just popped in, Lisa, and also Greg Skovranek. Welcome, guys, to Polkas After Dark.
A we piątek rano siadał ojciec siano, siadał ojciec, siadał ja, siadaliśmy obydwa, siadał ojciec, siadał ja, siadaliśmy obydwa. A w sobotę rano siepił ojciec siano, siepił ojciec, siepił ja, siepiliśmy obydwa, siepił ojciec, siepił ja, siepiliśmy obydwa.
Off of the Touch's last CD, the latest one, Back in Touch. That is one called the Monday Morning Polka. Of course, the extraordinary vocals of Mr. Kenny Michalski. Nobody sings like him. Nobody. Hey, also, we want to say hello once again to Mr. Chris Ebel. You know, he joins us next week, Sunday, for your favorite musician of all time. We've got some really great things coming up from him. He is also the recipient of the USPA New Horizon Award for last year, and it's just going to be a lot of fun talking with him, as it was over at the USPA. Hey, we're going to also say howdy. She says, I like this version. We're going to say hello to Ronnie McIntosh. Ronald is here. So hello to you, Ron. Famed Magitones trumpet player. Also, he played with the New Brass and a whole bunch of guys along the way, but remembering mostly from the New Brass. Let's see. We did a couple of these advertisements. We did that one. Why don't you, Jerry, talk a little bit about the Buffalo Polka Booster tailgate party, which is going to be coming up, and it is going to be on your screen there in just a couple of seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1, bam. Well, maybe it's a little longer than 3, 2, 1.
I might stutter.
Is that your Facebook or is that your YouTube feed? Okay.
But YouTube's stuttering too, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on here.
Well, it shouldn't be, or I don't know why, because it's looking like it's spitting out 30 frames per second with video.
Awesome.
Okay, there you go. Go right
The
ahead.
Buffalo Polka Booster Tailgate Party will be held at the Polish Falcons, 445 Columbia Drive in Depew, New York, 14043, on September 21st, 2022, and refreshments start at 6:30 p.m. Music starts at 7. Now this
Who's playing?
Wait. This is one of their monthly meetings.
Oh, okay.
Because they are a club.
Oh, a
so
club.
I want to make sure
They are a club.
They are a very fun club.
Well, Buffy, we should maybe try to get there because we do have some Buffalo Bills attire. That
Unfortunately, you and I will be out of town.
Oh, that's right too. Yep,
Unfortunately,
we're going to be visiting Mom.
We are.
Yeah.
Music is going to start at 7 p.m. and the music will be provided by Focus for that meeting.
Focus, I know them.
I do too. I think you played with them or something.
I did.
Something, somewhere, somehow, you know.
Something, yes.
Refreshments will be provided. And it says on there to wear your Buffalo Bills gear, of course, or the Traders, other teams, you know. It's just, you know, go Bills. So
can people bring a football? Is it a BYOF? Bring your own football?
They could play in the parking lot, I'm sure. I'm sure they don't want them tossing it around at the Polish Falcons.
No, not at all. Although it's big enough, you could do that.
Sign up is required by September 9th, 2022. And the meeting for members is $8. Guests are only $12. And if you're a member renewing your membership at that meeting, it will cost you $15. Okay. Now, it is just a little bit more than most meetings are by $1. So normally if you are a member or you want to become a member of the Buffalo Polka Boosters, it's usually $7 for the meetings. And that includes beer, pop, water.
Yeah.
You know, so
I drink
right
water,
there, it's
and I
like
drink pop.
Right there.
That's perfect.
And music.
Oh.
How can you go wrong?
You can't.
$8 only.
Oh.
And then, you know, even with the membership fee, support your local member
Clubs.
Groups.
Clubs.
Become a member of the local groups. That's what I wanted to say. I don't know what just came
did.
out of my mouth.
You just did. I don't know. You babble a lot lately.
I do.
No clue.
No
clue
and Josh Allen's over there in the corner, and he says that no one will be mad if y'all wear his jersey. For reservations, you can give Chris Dancy a call at 716-771-1076 or Barb Morose at 716-668-2694, and they'll be happy to take your reservation. Happy to take your reservation. I said that right.
Happy to take your reservation. Yes, that's good. Hey, you know, Vince wanted to hear a song by the Dynatones that was recorded on the Porky Porky recording, and it's called Thank You, Polka.
Years go by, we realize the people that we've met. You've made us what we are, embraced us from afar, and distances between us have grown shorter over time. You took us home with you, your heart became our home. Thank you for the memories that we saved. Thank you for the giving that you gave. Through our time, all of you we've come to meet. Thank you, friends that are friends to be. Thanks to us, the dancers best have kept our music strong. The voices on the air and fans who know the songs. To those who make it possible for us to make the rounds. From cities of the East to quiet Midwest towns. Thank you for the memories that we saved. Thank you for the giving that you gave. Through our time, all of you we've come to meet. Thank you, friends that are and friends to be. Through our time, all of you we've come to meet. Thank you, friends that are and friends to be.
Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Gosh, I gotta stop that. Let me. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that. Let's take it from the box part here again,
okay.
And I'll come back in. Okay, well, I definitely didn't want to do that. Now, did I? No, I did not. Hey.
That was your punishment.
Yeah, it's funny. Vince Cisnowski says, thank you. And he says, but where's your porky? Well, that's the reason why you only see us from the chest up, is because I ain't wearing any. No. No, I have shorts on. I should stand up and show. I have shorts on. Hold on
you usually don't.
I know. I usually don't. That's funny. I always wear my porky.
You wear something.
Yes.
But not always.
Yeah, it's not. Don't
clothing.
be grossing
Behind
people out.
the
Don't be grossing people out because they're never going to come back again. Oh my gosh! Did you hear what Jerry said?
That?
Oh, I can't believe that. He really does. No,
he does. He wears his pants.
No, here. So maybe I can stand up and show them here. See, I have shorts on. These are shorts. These are my khakis. I like khaki shorts. I like jean shorts. No, I don't wear jean shorts. You wear jean shorts.
I wear jean shorts.
Okay. Well, Gene called and he wants his shorts back. Hey, we are going to be seeing this guy the Thursday of IPA.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and that's going to be kind of fun.
We're going to like hang out with, right?
Yeah,
we're going to
hang
out at their house.
We're going to be hanging out at their house. Yes,
that's going to be awesome.
And it's going to be great. We're going to be sipping pina coladas, and I was going to say and having shrimp, but you can't eat seafood
with booze.
Well, you can have it with booze, but you shouldn't have it with anything that has like a milk substance to it.
Oh.
Shouldn't have dairy with seafood. Yep. Found that out a long time ago. Hey, I'm going to just shut up here. For Bobby and Jeannie Calvert in PA, Newcastle, Pennsylvania. You know, they're only about 2 hours and 45 minutes away.
Yeah, that's right around the corner. So even if I get stuck at work longer on that day, it won't be too bad.
Oh, no, not at all. I'll be leaving you. I'll give you directions on how to get to their house.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah, that'll work out good. Here's Bobby.
I'll take a goober.
Here's Bobby on the You Are a Goober. Here's Bobby on Blackjack. that's the amazing... What?
Jeanette Tonsky said, look at those sexy shorts.
If Jeanette Tonsky from Polkas 911 over at Polish Newcastle Radio is talking about my shorts, Jeanette, honey, you need a life. You really do. Because
it's an emergency. He needs better shorts. 911 help.
Hey, I hope we're going to see her again at IPA.
I hope so.
And also Rob Mazer, and Brian Schenkus.
I hope we see everybody again.
That would
and then
be
some.
That would be really nice to see those folks. Yeah, it would. Hey, guys, gals, it is 7 minutes, about 6 minutes now before quitting time. We do want to make sure that we play this really nice tune. It features Frankie Lishka on the vocal. It's off of the Alliance recording by Matt Lewandowski. Here's one called Sure Gonna Miss Her. And hello to Helen Bobeck. Good evening to Janice J. You're late. Did you bring a note?
When I lost, that's why I'm crying, and I'm sure gonna miss her. Sure gonna miss her. Sure gonna miss her every night.
Hey, Erica Belonda McMaster, welcome. And again, you two are late, unfortunately, honey. We've got one more song coming up.
Walking with her, sure gonna miss her every day.
One of our favorite songs off of that brand new recording by Lenny Gomolka, Chicago Push, To the Moon and Back.
Every now and then, with paper and a pen, I push myself to write a song or two. Songs about my wife, my son, my daughter's life, and special friends I'd like to share with you. Here's one for my buddy, so talented and funny. If you recall, he stood here next to me. He made quite a name in the Polka Hall of Fame, but then he chose to exit quietly.
Have you heard about our friend? He
won't be back again. He left without a chance to say goodbye. But he's in the party section of a choir up in heaven, and said to say that he's just doing fine. He said to say that he's just doing fine.
Hey folks, we do want to thank you ever so much for putting us on. If you've been listening in your car,
thanks for the ride.
Hey, you're tuned to Polkas After Dark, the Sunday afternoon edition. We will see you again next week Saturday, and then Sunday it's Mr. Chris Ebel.
How can I condense the years and years we spent in only these few measures of a song? Memories to convey, so much more to say. An empty place on stage where he belongs. Always had some laughs, we always had some fun, and yes, we'd sure indulge in 2 or 3. But somewhere in this song, something's very wrong, 'cause he should still be singing here with me.
Have you heard about our friend? He won't be back again. He left without a chance to say goodbye. But he's in the party section of a choir up in heaven, and said to say that he's just doing fine. He said to say that he's just doing fine. Have you heard about our friend? He won't be back again. He left without a chance to say goodbye. But he's in the party section of a choir up in heaven, and said to say that he's just doing fine. He said to say that he's just doing fine.
Hey, look, it was just like the recording.